Yep, we obviously the last 5 games, with 3 of them being on the road, I was proud of our team. To be 4-1, 2 of those wins came on the road. We played a South Carolina team that played very well. We got off to a great start, as everybody saw, and then they kind of hit us in the mouth. I thought we made a good play to come back. We really missed KJ in the second half because we had really a problem with trying to rebound the ball. He was the only guy. I mean, he played in one half and led our team in rebounding. And so that's something that we have over those 5 games, 4 of them we won, we've struggled, with just rebound margin. And so, Blake and Dom and Bruce got to be better. TD's got to start rebounding more of a higher clip than he's been. So got to put that one right behind us. And then obviously playing a Georgia team that's playing much better, based on their last 2 games because of easily beating LSU and Mississippi State at home.
What is the update on KJ now that you can evaluate?
Yeah, he got X-rays there. There's no break, anything like that. It's just a sprain. He won't practice today. He's improving. We're going to see what he can do tomorrow, and then I'm sure it'll just be kind of a game time decision about how he can go. But he's had this problem with this kind of the spraining this same ankle. He did it back, I think, in December. And so, but it's something that he's working like heck, and we sure hope he'll be available, Saturday.
If he is limited in some way, obviously Blake needs to pick up his load, but is Luis the guy that you turn to? Any other guys like that?
Yeah, Luis he really doesn't play the 4.
Right.
He plays more of the 3. Zach Nader plays a 4, and Zach's fighting a little bit of the flu. Won't practice today. We need our guys out there for practice because we need to have some physical practices the next couple of days. We still will, but and it's not a great time to try to think about playing Bruce and Dom together because their bigs are just all over the place. I mean, they're just really interchangeable. So we did at one time where we talked about playing TD some at the 4, to where we went really small and maybe just kind of limit some offensive packages that we do.
You've talked before about NCAA numbers and that sort of thing, having that conversation. Is this a game you can't afford to lose because of Georgia's standing and because of their numbers? Does that make it really tough on you?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I just think it's another good SEC opportunity. I mean, their net's 100 to 120, something like that. And, I mean, I think they've been very, very competitive. So, no, not at all. I mean, we just approach it as a chance to try to get our 9th SEC win, which is a good number, and and with only 5 games left, I mean, do they all matter? They sure do, but not for those reasons though.
What have you noticed is clicking with Georgia in those LSU and State games? It seems like they've turned a corner since they played you last.
Yeah, they have taken care of the ball better. Been a very really good offensive rebounding team. And I think their guard play is starting to be better. They're bigs and Claxton and those guys. They obviously they can really shoot the ball from 3, and it's something that I don't know. We've struggled guarding it, and it kills me. But it's just something that we've got to do a lot better job. You got to be really in tune to that, on Saturday.
At this stage of the game, can you become a better rebounding team, or is that just about building through recruiting?
Yeah, it's a lot of it's recruiting. I mean, we I don't know if anybody does more rebounding drills than we do. I mean, every day. Some coaches don't. They just get guys go fetch it, and you do improve your rebounding by recruiting. And but Dom and Bruce have got to go get rebounds. Blake is averaging 1 rebound per 9 minutes played. I mean, the real good ones are like, a rebound every 2.5 to 3.5 minutes. And so, like I said, KJ's our most natural rebounder. And when TD was really playing good, he was getting 8, 9, 10 rebounds. And we've got to get him to go back and bring in Tyree for his athleticism. He's become a lot better rebounder. And but you really need your 5 men to finish possessions. And that's just something we'll keep working on it until the last practice and the last game, because that's everybody in this league, it seems like they do have big guys who just go finish possessions off by getting it.
Georgia is I think the top rebounding team in the SEC, critical in winning at Georgia, was Bruce getting 9.
Yep.
So is that something I'm sure you talked to him about, but does he see the significance of why he needs to be a rebounder?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, because that was probably his most active game as far as just going back, as we talked about, finishing possessions. And, we had to take off yesterday, so we're about to meet and watch some of the tape from South Carolina get on to Georgia. But, yeah, I mean, he and Dom, there's no question about that. I mean, we need to be getting, 12, 13, 14, 15 rebounds, combined from those two, in that 40 minutes.
When you look at the overall strength of the league right now in terms of bid position and just strength in the net, what are your impressions about where it is with 5 games left?
Yeah, I hadn't been in this world as far as a Power 5, so I really don't people to say different things, I know we've put ourselves in a really good position to play, some really challenging games the last 5. Right now it looks like there may be 8 teams that get in, 7, Florida, 2 great road wins, Alabama and LSU, and their strength of schedule is so high. I mean, South Carolina, to me, you play them, they look just like an NCAA tournament team, the way they're playing now, And, I think you'd like to give you numbers, but also maybe who you beat over the last 5 games, with Kentucky and Tennessee, and then you got road games, so you got some opportunities there, So I don't know. We just got to kind of lower our head and just try to scratch out as many as you can, and then just hope that, your net kind of stays in a good area. And right now I think we got 4 quadrant 1 wins, and I don't know how people can think South Carolina's a bad loss at South Carolina, but if they do, then this league really is real good.
You talked about guarding the perimeter. Georgia shot a bunch against you last time out. South Carolina shot a bunch the other day. Why do you think teams are doing so well shooting deep against you guys right now?
We really have some lapses, breakdown, and we don't get the shooters like we need to in our 1-3-1 that what we've been accustomed to. TD and Brian and Devontae, all 3 need to do a better job, to be more engaged. Hill's way outside the 3. When we've done well, we've gotten back and not given up transition threes, And so, yeah, that and then the rebounding part of it is because our defensive field goal percentage overall in the league is really good. But it's just a 3-point field goal percentage. We're last in the league. And I try to challenge our guys every single day, and it's just something like I said, we'll continue to fight it and try to practice as much as we can.
You mentioned defense and transition. It seemed like South Carolina was just dominating the pace of that game with how fast they were going.
Their guards played with great pace. They really did. We couldn't play with pace because we couldn't rebound the ball. I mean, the only way you can play with pace is you get stops and rebound the ball or turn them over. And South Carolina's not a team you're going to turn over a whole bunch. I mean, they're pretty secure with the ball. But we couldn't get the ball off the boards to get it out and try to play with pace. So it seemed like they kind of came downhill at us. I agree. Those young guards are going to be really good.